Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Russell with Ink and Paper Blog. How are you today? I hope you are well. It is Thursday. It has been the week back from work for me, as you guys know, and it has been crazy, but I'm glad it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, the weekend's sneaking around the corner. So I hope you are all doing very, very well today. I'm coming to you with a very unique video for my channel because I'm going to be doing a review of a single book. Now, I have never done a review of just a single book on my channel ever. I think this will be my 67th video. So 67 videos in and you get a single review from me. But I think with what's been going on in the world and the message of this book, it's something that should be talked about. And I have a lot to say, so there you go. But first I want to tell you the name of the book, and that's Moxie by Jennifer Mathieu. Kind of a fun cover there. It's a YA novel. I came to this book by watching a fantastic review on Matthew's channel. I will link his review below. If you are not subscribed to Matthew's channel, as I say every time I talk about him, you really should be. He is fantastic. But when I saw the review of this book, it really made me think of my niece, who is a very, very important young lady in my life. And one of those people that everything she does just makes myself and also Dan all the more proud of her day in and day out. So I'm going to put a picture of Acacia here. So this is my niece Acacia, and I am going to put a picture that's good of Acacia and I. And then I'm going to put a picture up here that's going to embarrass Acacia because it's a silly, goofy picture. But that's kind of the relationship we have. We have a serious sort of let's talk about the world relationship, and then we also have a very goofy, fun relationship. Acacia is inspirational. She decided that she was going to go to college after high school, and she was going to have to do most of it on her own. So in high school, she decided to be one of those straight A students, and she was going to be a success. She went to a high school that was actually on a community college campus, where a lot of her classes actually counted towards high school credit. I'm sorry, towards college credit and high school credit. She got into school. She pays for school herself. She works 2 jobs. She helps her family. She helps herself. She saved all this money from working really hard to buy her first car for herself, by herself. It was her family had bought her a car, but could you imagine? She just bought her own car, working through college. I am every day more impressed and proud of her. She is a junior this year, which makes me feel really old because I remember when she came home from the hospital. And she is a psychology major, and she wants to help young children who have had rough lives, and she will be fantastic at that. Every time that we get to interact with Acacia, Dan and I walk away more impressed and more proud of the woman that she's become. So she inspired my desire to read this book because I often think about the world that young women like Acacia live in. So let me tell you a little bit about Moxie by Jennifer. This is the story of Viv. Viv is a high school student. I'm pretty sure she's a junior, and she goes to school in a Texas town, and she deals with a lot of sexism in the school and of itself. The football players, the boys, they can get away with a lot of inappropriateness, and there's an action that occurs that makes her sort of decide something needs to be done. And she has been reveling in a box she found in her mother's closet that inspires her by her mom's own sort of rebel nature when she was younger to stand up against the system. And what Viv does is she creates a zine, sort of a paper magazine, where she creates sort of this movement called Moxie to kind of unite the girls at her school. And I don't want to tell you too much because the plot is really, really important, but it's about her. It's about her friend group. Some of them struggle with making the transition. They don't know that Viv made Moxie. So Moxie is just something that sort of comes on the scene and becomes a conversation topic. There's a new girl, Lucy, that's moved to school from a bigger city, and she struggles with sort of the attitude of not only the boys in her class, but also the men who are in teaching positions and positions of authority, and how they react to some of the the sexism that is just blatant. There are other girls that are also part of this. They become part of the main story as they learn about themselves. Moxie inspires them to stand up for themselves, to stand up for what they believe in, and institute what they want as change in their own school. I read this. Oh, I should probably tell you, I read this as a buddy read with Joss over at Squibble Reads. I will link her channel below. She is fantastic. Her insights into this book are great. I hope when she puts up her review of it, you guys will definitely go over there. This is not a book just for young girls. This is a book for young girls, young boys, men, women. This is a book about realizing what our society is in the way that we treat women and girls. And it's really sort of that thing where we need to come to a realization as a community and as a society that this isn't acceptable. And there's things in the news right now, you guys, that just show that this goes on, and the things that women have to deal with. The Harvey Weinstein thing that's going on. It's just ridiculous that it is 2017, soon to be 2018, and women still have to deal with this. And it all starts with the way that our young girls are treated and our young boys are taught is acceptable to treat women. What I do really like about this book is that Viv does get a boyfriend. His name is Seth. He is also from out of the school, and he sort of punctuates this idea of not all guys are the same. And he isn't. He is actually a great guy and a great sort of example for her. But he struggles with some of the ideas that he's been raised in this world where, oh, that's just guys. And he has to come to terms with, just because that's the way people talk doesn't mean that that's actually acceptable. Moxie made me think about so many things and made me realize all of the issues that come with gender in our school system, in our teaching system, and in the society in which we live. And I was thinking about this as I thought about Acacia and what she has to deal with, and some of the things that I hear said, and what we have to change. We have to encourage boys and girls, women and men, that they can do whatever they want and that their gender does not stop them. We need to stop saying things like, that boy throws like a girl. There's nothing wrong with throwing like a girl. We have to stop saying that women can't do something because that's something men do. If a girl or a woman wants to be a princess, encourage her to be the best freaking princess she's ever been and be there behind her 100%. If she wants to play football and be the quarterback of the team, you do everything in your power to help her achieve that goal and encourage her day in and day out. Be real with her and tell her what she can do. And really, there is no reason that she can't achieve that goal. And if that young woman wants to be president of the freaking United States of America, then she can be president. We need to encourage that. On the antithesis, if you have a young boy who wants to be a soccer superstar, encourage him. Take him to soccer. And just give him everything he needs to be the best soccer player he wants to be. However, if that boy wants to go to ballet school and be the next Baryshnikov, encourage him. Take him to dance. Show him dance. Let him be who he is, and make no judgments based upon our own society's view of what gender can do. If he wants to be a scientist that cures cancer, then have him be a scientist that cures cancer. Teach him what he needs to teach. Encourage him to go to school. Give him what he needs to do that. All across the board, this is so important that we stop labeling each other. This is a big old rant video, and I apologize. I was just so inspired by Moxie that we have to encourage everyone to come together and support one another in whatever we want to do. And that is thanks to a book that's really about young girls finding their own inner power and becoming a group that supports one another. And I found it ridiculously powerful. And when I think about Acacia and I think about what I want for her and her future, I want every person she interacts with to support her in what she wants to do. And I don't want any sort of barriers put in front of her because she's a young lady. She's 20, soon to be 21. I can't use the term young lady much longer. You're making me feel old, Acacia Janelle. I adore my niece, and I adore the person she's going to become because I'm so excited for it. And I really, really want to see change in the world and the way we treat boys, the way we treat girls, the way we treat women, and the way we treat men. And we really just need to change. And that's on us. And it's teaching the young to think differently, and it's calling out those instances that are totally inappropriate, and really working as a society to support everybody in whatever they want to do. So that is what I got from Moxie by Jennifer Mathieu. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is very different from me. I will be recommending this book to everyone, and I hope that some of you pick it up and give it to the young men and young women in your life to inspire them like it has inspired me. And with that, I wish you happy reading. I hope you are all doing very well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This is definitely a different video for me if you are a return subscriber. Much love. Thank you guys for coming back. Until next time, happy reading, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.